Hi Adams, this is Unit 8, Lesson 5, and we are actually not reading a new chapter today. We're going to do some close reading, and we're going to analyze some of the figurative language that was in the first couple chapters we read. So I gave you an anchor chart for similes and metaphors. We talked about how similes and metaphors both compare two things. The only difference is that similes use the word like or as in their descriptions. Metaphors are just saying something is something else without using like or as. So, for example, this one up here, your smile is as bright as the sun. We're describing the smile and the sun because they're both really bright. Over here, the cloud is a fluffy pillow, so that would be a metaphor comparing the cloud to the pillow because they both feel fluffy. So there's a couple examples there to help you, and we're going to look at some of the examples that were in Treasure Island. So the first one is something Jim said. As the sun was rising like a shimmering peach above the city. So this simile is comparing the sun to a shimmering peach. So you're going to tell me what is that saying about the sun? So the sun is like a shimmering peach because what do they both have in common? How can a sun look like a shimmering peach? Okay. Number 2, we're looking at this one. In another, men high up on the rigging were hanging by threads that seemed no sturdier than those of a spider's web. So the question is asking you, why is the rigging compared to a spider's web? The threads that seemed no sturdier than those of a spider's web. So you're going to tell me the rigging is compared to a spider's web because what do they have in common? Think about what those spiders' webs might look like or feel like or what they might be able to handle. We've got some word work here, so you're looking at this word emerged. And then 4 and 5 are short answers. So we've got number 4 asks, when Jim brings that note to Long John Silver, why do you think he's talking to Jim loudly? So this one's a little bit difficult. You have to think a bit beyond the text, but make your best guess. Why do you think Long John Silver would be talking loudly? So you can say Long John Silver was talking loudly because, think about why would somebody want to speak really loudly? What can the purpose of that be? Number 5, Silver also calls Jim smart as paint. What do you think he means? So we're going to say smart as paint means, what is he saying about Jim? Keyword there is smart. All right, number 6, you're going to talk about which figurative language is used here. So it's also up in that anchor chart. He can speak like a book when he wants. Number 7, I got to change that to a written response. You're just going to tell me what this means. So he can speak like a book when he wants. What does that mean? What does it mean if someone speaks like a book? So this means blank. Number 8 talks about hyperbole. That is a type of figurative language where we exaggerate something. So what does this hyperbole say about Silver? He's brave. A lion is nothing alongside him. So they're saying that if a lion was standing next to him, that lion is nothing compared to him. And then lastly, for reading, you're going to do some word work on the word captivated. So captivate means to fascinate or capture one's attention. I gave you 2 examples here, and then I want you to tell me something that would captivate you. So you're going to fill in the blank. Blank captivated me. And then tell me what part of speech captivate is. Let me change that one real quick, and you can pause me and head on over to skills when you are ready. There we go. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is click on this Google form and click View Score to find your planning. If it's complete, then you're good. If it's not, then you need to do that first and then come back to this. So you're going to write a paragraph about your character to use in your adventure story. Use your planning page from the link above. Use descriptive language and details. Make your character come alive, and you must have a topic, 3 details, and a conclusion, which is 5 in total. So you're writing your introduction paragraph. It should be describing your character, describing your setting, talking about who that character is, what that character is like. Let's go back to this form and see what we brainstormed. So you talked about their voice, their body, their description, their name, and then what they miss, what they like about home. So there's a bunch of details in this planning. Just pull them out, make them into a paragraph. So we've got your introduction. It will basically just start the story. So introduce your characters. 3 details are details describing your character. And then a conclusion is just summing it up, restating the main idea. All right? This is your story, so it's whatever you want it to be, but as always, please get on Zoom so we can help you write it if you need help. And that is it for today. Make sure you have 5 sentences there or it will not let you submit it, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye, Adams.